Well, well. Welcome back, my darling Diamonds in the Rough, to a different stream. Not Japanese, but puzzles. I like puzzles, and I just want to do something quick, something nice, and then go to sleep because I'm mildly sleep deprived. So I decided on a few puzzles, and I know it's this word on the thumbnail. I forgot. I did Wordle this morning already at 1, 2 a.m. because I was tired and that's one of my going to sleep things. So we're not doing that. We're not doing connections, but we have something very nice planned. Something very nice queued. 3 puzzles I think we have queued. And without further ado, let's do the first one. Something that I haven't done since the New York Times put it behind a paywall. Well, it's not the mini, but it is a bigger version of the mini. It is just an actual crossword. And oh my, I'm going to have a blast with this. It's been such a long time. I really haven't touched this since probably 7 months ago. More than that, maybe. But we don't know. We don't care. Let us begin with one across. Head honcho. That sounds like a boss. And let's keep going. The site I'm using is ustoday.com. I like them. They're fun. It's, I think, easier crosswords. Replicas a copy. Smiles broadly. Grins. And I'm not sure if all of these are right. We'll come back to it. We'll see. On the peak of. Oguri cap. Cap meaning peak. Oh man, Cinderella Grey was such a great show. Probably the best sports anime of last year. I really love Blue Lock. Just the anime was not... It was lacking. It was lacking. One frame. So many frames. But so little animation. Oh my. But, oh my. Oguri Cap and Cinderella Grey was amazing. But on the peak of... At the top? On top? Nope, that's 5 letters. Top is 3. Best? Maybe best, but we'll leave it for later. Cincinnati State Reds? Are they the Reds? I don't know. Cincinnati State. Sorry, I thought it was Cincinnati State, like the school team. But Cincinnati State is Ohio. I never understood. I normally get things. I never understood Ohio as like the funny joke, like drinking the Grimace Shake from Ohio at 3 a.m. I got everything but the Ohio part. Never understood it. All I really know about Ohio is LeBron James grew up in Akron. Steph Curry was born in the same hospital as LeBron James. The Cleveland Cavaliers play there. That's also the Great Lakes. I'm a big fan of the Great Lakes. I say, even though I've not been to one. I thought I have, but I have not. I thought about been to Lake Superior. I don't know the Great Lakes. I don't know their locations exactly. But no, I did do a road trip to Canada once, but I don't believe I took a pit stop by one of the Great Lakes. But anyways, I digress. We continue. 1 year record. It's a 1 year record. No clue. Let's keep going. Sandwich shop. A sub shop? Subway? Nope. Vampire soup is a fang. We keep it going. Untrue. False. Oh, we're doing lovely. Breakfast order. Part 1. Bacon, egg, and cheese? Bacon, egg, and cheese. So close. So close to a bacon, egg, and cheese. Oh my. Corn unit. Cob. Got corn on the cob. I'm not a big corn guy. I'm sorry to the state of Indiana. More of a potato. Oh, I had some delicious potatoes today. It's my first time making a baked potato in probably a few months. And it was a bit on the smaller side, but oh my, it was very good, very fluffy. And I'm so grateful for the fluffiness because I really miss the fluffiness of a russet potato. I bought yellow potatoes like a few weeks ago because the stores were out of russet potatoes, and I tried them, and they're not bad. But instead of tasting like a big fluffy thing, they have the texture of wax, yellow potatoes, and I don't like that. They're mediocre. They're not bad, but compared to a russet potato, it's so disappointing. Hang on to is to hold on. Let's just try hold. Large swine is a pig, or let's try hog. I think hog would be better. Pig could be small. Pig could be small. Like there's micro pigs. My music teacher in 5th grade had a micro. Did he have a micro pig? He had a pig. I'm not sure if it was a micro pig, and he loved the thing. And he showed us pictures, and I love that pig. I love him. Oh my. Casino cube. That's a die, not a dice, because it's singular. Yeah, dice. No. Yeah, die is cast. Die is singular. Film is again a reshoot. Okay. Things are fitting into spaces, and that's good. Leave speechless. In awe? Oz? Maybe Oz. To leave in awe, but I'm not sure. All to rouse. I do is, unfortunately, 3 letters, not 4. Money player. No clue. Breakfast order part 2. No, it can't be bacon, egg, and cheese. Again, we're too short. Dust cloth. A rag. I remember I had a job at a certain sports bar arcade chain, and at the end of every shift, we had to take some rags and some cleaning spray. I don't even remember what the cleaning spray was, and just wipe down every table, every machine, every surface, and clean up. It actually wasn't that bad, even though I have a pretty bad dust allergy. That wasn't so bad. The worst ones were when we had to clean the machines in the daylight. Sometimes when we had nothing to do, they'd give us busy work of cleaning them in daylight, and that's fine. But sometimes the machines get very, very dusty and hard to reach places, and I remember one time cleaning that up in the middle of a shift because we had to, because it was just so filthy is the right word. And I have a dust allergy, so I'm not too chuffed with that, and it was not a fun time. Great job, though. I really enjoyed it. I wish they paid me more, though. But I digress. Let us continue. Yeah, but that was a really fun job. I remember on the morning shifts when no one would come into that job, they'd put Bluey on the television with subtitles and muted. And I would watch that because there was no one there. And I would just sit there and watch because, I have to be there just in case someone is there. And I did have to set up everything. But oh my, that was fun. That's the first time I watched Bluey. Oh man. I was very confused at why there was like a children's cartoon for young children on I don't even know what channel it was on. But, I kind of got invested because they would yell at us if we were on our phones. So to distract myself and make time go by faster, watching that did help. And honestly, I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed Bluey. It was fun. I would have died if it was like Cocomelon or something, but no, it was Bluey. And Bluey's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. I'm enthused by it. But regardless, we need to continue. A single time. A moment. Norway's capital. I should know this. I don't. I'll know when I get a letter or 3 or 4. Immediate. Right now. RIGHTNO. Nope. 1 letter short. Caught onto. We'll go on. In the past. Ago. Maybe. It's probably wrong, but it fits. Like so. Used to be. Was. Okay, we get that. That makes sense. Breakfast order part 3. Jeez, that's a long breakfast order. Place of refuge. No clue. The U in BTU. Not university. I thought it was going to be university. But it definitely has to start with the U. No clue, though. So we'll continue. Passport stamp. I forget what is the stamp? I don't know. It's something that says country. Lend a hand. Okay, perfect. That makes sense. Parcel out. Ship. You ship a parcel out. At any time. Whenever. No clue. Island near Sicily. Agitate. Stir. Oh, big. I'm thinking of big industrial agitators. I had the opportunity to play with some a few weeks ago, and they were fun because they spin, and they're giant, and they feel like they can rip off your flesh, but they're safe enough away where they won't. But wow, are they big. Wow, are they big. Anyway, let's continue. Keeps after taxes. Net, gross, I forget. Tax income? I don't know. Let's go down. Move slightly. Move slightly. Shift? Wait. I'm sorry. Cob? Corn unit isn't a cob, it's an ear. That also fits. Now we can do this. Head honcho's probably boss. Move slightly. Shift doesn't fit here, so let's continue. Opera is a musical drama. Opera. Shout out to my favorite horse-themed individual, TM Opera O. The undefeated chestnut horse of the year 2000. Not a single loss. What was it? 7 wins? 7 G1 wins? It was something crazy like that. And I love the cockiness in the movie. I forgot about the movie. I watched the movie already because it came out a while ago. And I only watched it when I began my Uma Musume phase. But I hear they're releasing it in theaters or re-releasing it in theaters. And I kind of want to go. The movie was really good. It was really well animated. And we see TM Opera O win a bit. And I like that. And we get to see Agnes Tachyon be Agnes Tachyon. Jungle Pocket be... It's a great movie. I highly recommend it. It's so well animated. It's probably the... It might be the best animated sports movie I've seen. In terms of, animated. Granted, it might be that or Slam Dunk the First. I love both of them. They're both really good. They're both real... I love sports anime. But anyway, we continue. Sun-related solar. We don't want to spend too much time here. Scissors sound snip. Snip, snip, snip. Tea alternative coffee. So hold is wrong. Hang on to. We'll decide later. And this is Chicago Airport. I think maybe Omaha, but I don't know. O'Hara. That's something. I'm thinking of, what's his name? Or maybe I'm thinking someone O'Hare, who wrote a bunch of short stories, and I remember reading some in the 8th grade. Some of the short stories, and one of them was, one where someone was ill, and they would die when the last leaf of the tree fell off. So, as the season changed, leaves are falling off, their friend, I believe it was their friend, eventually goes outside and paints a leaf on the tree, or makes a makeshift leaf that stays there eternally, and their friend lives. It was a fun little story. I explained it very poorly, but I just remember that. Celebrity poster pinup. Okay. Yoga is a Hindu meditator. Lovely. Bluegrass instruments. I was going to say golf shoes, but no. Sufficient. Ooh. ENOUG. Okay. I think we're wrong on everything. Except for hog and... what is it? Oh, Fang. Sorry. Hog and reshoot. Copy is a good one, but let's go down here. Bluegrass instruments, no clue. Sufficient is enough. There we go. That's lovely. Smiles broadly. Oh, sorry. No. Prefix for freeze. Antifreeze? I'm thinking... Yeah, antifreeze. That works. Followed by the opposite of them. Mask. And you know what? I never did a sound check. Let's take a break and do a sound check. Sound check, sound check. Yeah, that's decent. I hope you can hear the music in the background whenever I'm silent. I'll raise it up a little bit. Very calming. Right. Blank Gin Frizz. I don't know. Barely making it without. First... No, last... Not last out or first in, but, making it without. I don't know. The ones close by... Here? I don't know. Payable now. I spelled do wrong. So it's not Oz for Leave Speechless. It's do here, and we'll fix that later. Good catch by us. Let us continue. Wander is to roam. Lovely. Iridescent gem. Opal. I am very bad at shopping for gifts. So for this Christmas, I was putting up gift shopping because I really didn't have a lot of time, and I was struggling to think of ideas. But I finally went to like a mall and shopped, and one of the persons I was getting a gift for was my sibling, who is born in I forget what is it, October, which has the month of the opal. Sorry, opal is the gemstone of October. Right? Or am I thinking of... I believe it was opal. Opal is the gem... You know what? I'm going to look this up. I'm very confused. Opal... October gemstone. I believe it was opal. And I was looking for it. And I thought about it. Yes, it is opal for October. That is right. I'm correct. I was thinking about it, but I decided not to go with it. And because they... probably wouldn't have liked it. It was an uncut opal, which I thought was really pretty, but I also thought it was like something shiny in a rock, which I can't say for certain they would have enjoyed. But it was a good idea. It was a good idea. If they liked it, rocks more, or rocks as much as I do, I might have gotten it for them. But I went with a sort of... I actually went with a puzzle for them. I got them a puzzle. A nice, like, wooden puzzle with, pieces that are shaped differently. I think they're shaped like animals or something, or I think bugs and flowers. It's really nice. It was a really nice puzzle, and I think they enjoyed that. But anyway, we'll continue. Approximately, starting with no clue. Plaything is a toy. Graceful bird. What am I? I'm thinking not a swan. I was trying to think of a dove, but I couldn't remember the name for the dove. But swan fits, and swan's probably correct. Clothing, slangily. Rags? That's something. I don't think that's correct, though. Money over everything? Nickname for a physician. Jim? Is it a physician, or... no, I don't know. Maybe Jim, but I don't know. We'll continue. Prefix meaning 3. Try. You need to leave. Get out? But no, it's just one letter too short. Chicken coop perch. No clue. Filla clock setting. Clock setting? Filla? Clocks? I don't know. Natural ability. Talent. There we go. That fits. For some reason I thought it was talents, but no. Meeting to-do list. I don't know. Let's continue. Bowling lane boundary. Lanes? No, it's not lanes. Bumpers? Or bumper. So it's not ship. Or at least I don't think it's ship, but I do think it's bumper. I remember I used the bumpers a lot when I bowled because I was a small child who could not throw a ball straight. And I think that's the main intention for them. That kids get comfortable with it, because kids are not able to throw large, heavy projectiles down a lane accurately. The bumpers are very important. And they definitely made me feel better about my lack of talent. Ooh, so let's continue. Core belief. I always have this word in mind, but I always forget it now. Forget it. West Indies nation. For some reason I was going to say India. It's not India. But I thought the I was in the one spot up. Relinquished legally. I don't know. Not with the W. Something of value. Hollywood headliners. Ooh, we are not getting a lot. Kapow. Wham. Response to a joke. Haha. Racetrack shape. Oval. Run smoothly. Runs? I don't know. Pizzeria appliance. A box. A cutter. A pizza cutter. What is it called? I forget what the thing is called. The big wooden stick that can put an oven. That's not what it's called, but that's what I'm remembering. That is a pizzeria appliance. Games. That's a broad smile. On the peak of. A pawn? I'm not sold on that, but one-year record? No clue. Deli is a sandwich shop. Untrue. No clue. Breakfast order part 1. Something wrap. I don't know. I have no clue. Hang on. Ooh, we might have to use the auto check. Leave speechless. Stun. So it's not rags. I'll leave this, but we'll change it to stun. Alter vows. Don't know. Money player. No clue. Two egg. No, it's not 2 eggs. Because it would have to be 2 eggs, and that would mean over is wrong. Which would be money. No clue. A single time. Norway's capital. Immediate. Caught onto. Like so. Whole milk. Something. It's whole, or maybe whole wheat. No. WHEAT. No. Place of haven is a place of refuge. You, no clue. Password stamp. Visa. I think. Parcel out. At any time. Ever. Okay. Malta. I think that sounds like an island near Sicily. Nets. Move slowly. Budge. There we go. Bluegrass instruments. Don't know. Soda gin frizz. That seems realistic. Barely making it without. The ones close by. Approximately. Clothing slangly. No clue. Nickname. I'm guessing it's Jim for the physician, but I'm not sure. You need to leave. Chicken coop perch. Fill a clock setting. Meeting to-do list. Agenda. Core beliefs. West Indies nations. No clue. Relinquish legally. It was incorrect. Something of value. And Hollywood headliners. And run smoothly. No, I'm going to check puzzle. I'm going to have some wrong, but... Okay, so it's not soda. Oh, it's beams, not games. We're going to try one like this. It's not yoga? For a Hindu mediator? O'Hare, not O'Hara. Wander is not roams, but row. Okay, so it's not... Whole wheat toast it is. Okay, there we go. That's something. So it was not whole milk, it was whole wheat toast. I want to get this breakfast order in. Grapefruit. Let's get this breakfast order and then we'll call it a day. Grapefruit juice. Where's the next one? No clue. What's this? Hang on to keep. Alter vows. I do's. So it was I do, but just with an S. Approximately 2 eggs over 2 eggs plural over easy. Okay, there we go. A single time. Norway's capital, no clue. Immediate in, no clue. Caught on to. Like so. The U and BTU, Utah? Utah, maybe? Parcel out. Don't know. Bluegrass instruments. Jaws? I don't know. Don't know there. Rove? Approximately. I'm out of my element here. Oh my. Clothing, singly. Toga. Money isn't everything. Not over. Oh my. 2 very different statements. Nickname for a physician. Doy, Doc? Oh, Doc. Yeah, that makes sense. You need to leave. Go now. There we go. Chicken coop perch. Nope. Clock setting. Not ETA. EST. EST! Philadelphia clock setting is an EST. I have no idea if that's what it is, but EST. Bowling laundry. Gutter. So it's not Utah. But it is gutter. And, wait, no. We were here. Core beliefs. West Indies nation. Run smoothly. I'm just going to reveal. Reveal puzzle. We're calling it there. We did 82% without help or errors. Completion score, blah, blah, blah. Review answers. Hums is to run smoothly. Or run smoothly. Oh, I guess when an engine hums. Interesting. Malta. A hand. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Alright, next I think we can go over to, I think, chess puzzles. Let's do, I did the daily puzzle, I believe, so let's just do a puzzle rush and see how far we get. And then the last puzzle, which I think it'll be the last puzzle, is this Sudoku variant I found that I wanted to, do and share. But I'll explain that when we get to it. We all know what chess is, or we all might know what chess is. I don't have to explain it, but basically, these puzzles are puzzles to help you get better at the game, I guess. We have to find the most optimal move. Right now, black to move, white just gave up their queen for nothing, so we take that. Right, white gave up their rook for nothing, and it's checkmate. The king is kind of boxed in by its own pawn, so if I get a rook down here, it'll be checkmate in a few. And I can. There we go. The queen here is taking away these few squares. This bishop is just took, so we can take back. The rook will take these squares. King will have to be moved up somewhere, like there or there. Or back there, but back there is a bit of a dangerous slope. We'll find out. I believe it's the best move. It's probably missing something. Whatever. This check looks promising because the queen here cuts off these two squares for the king. Cuts off these two squares for the king. And then it would take away this square, so the queen would have to block and we would take. Which looks like checkmate in 2. Bishop here, cuts off here. This rook comes down, and this is a morphe mate because the pawn is still stuck here. Very common mates. Very popular, very fun to play. Bishop is a sniper. It takes this diagonal, and with the queen, we can deliver checkmate in 1. We love that. This is a battery, and we can just deliver checkmate in 1. Lovely. Again, you're pinning our queen to our rook, but I think just taking, having you take back, is pretty bad. So why don't I do this first, check you here, force you up or over or something, then take your rook. That's a good exchange for me. No checkmate, so let's just do that. Oh, the king's kind of boxed in. Look at where it is. Its own pawns are here. My pawn takes away this square, and this one takes away this square. This one takes away both these squares, and the king takes away this square. So basically, if I can check you, it's checkmate in 1. And this move does just that. Black to move. Checks, captures, and attacks. That's what I'm looking for. I'll start with here. This one's the most promising. Defended by the pawn. Takes away all these squares. And the pawn here takes away this one. So you're forced here. Interesting. Then I can just promote to a queen or a rook or something. So it's lovely. Black to move. This is checkmate. Why? King's boxed in by its own pawns. Rook takes away these few squares, so just checking it is checkmate. Alright, this is another lovely battery, so let us go here. Force the king to the corner, similar back rank issues. So if we deliver here, sacking our queen, the rook will take, and then we will take back with our rook, and it'll be checkmate. Simple enough. We've seen this a lot, that's why it's simple enough. Now, look at this queen here. It takes away these two squares. The king can't go here because its own pawn is there. It really only has this square. So if we can bring, let's say, this rook over, it'll take away this and deliver checkmate. We could take the queen and trade down, or we could do something a bit silly. I don't know actually what we could do. Yeah, what should we do? My first instinct is probably that. Because where does the king go? Sorry, where does the queen go? Oh, that is where... That is the correct move. And let me show you why. This is an attack, but look at it, the attack. First of all, look at the queen. It's actually pretty congested. These are all... Let's mark all the squares that it can go. That's all the squares that it can go. This pawn is defended. This pawn is defended. This space is controlled by the pawn. Same with this one. This space is controlled by the knight and the bishop. That's very important. So, I'm sorry. Let me hover that again. So, can't go here, 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 here. So, let's say we move our bishop here. We still have control over this space. So, we take away this square, this square, this square. Queen has to go here. It's like, oh, you think you got away? Think again. The great move, bishop to h4. It pins the queen here to the king. And there's nothing you can do to stop that. That's brilliant. That is just brilliant. Oh my. Interesting. My instinct is sack, just danger levels. You're attacking my queen, I'm attacking your king. And what you can do is either you run to the corner, Then I take your queen, you take my queen, I take your rook, and I'm up a piece. Or if I go down here, you can take, and I can take your queen. And that's really good. My other thought was just take the rook, but unfortunately the knight's here, and it defends that. Because if it wasn't there, I was assuming the pawn would take back and I could take the queen. But we'll do the danger levels way. Lovely. Alright, black to move, checks, captures, and attacks. Well, that's what we're looking for. This is the first one I see. Probably forces you... Oh, actually, regardless of whether you go here or here, my next move is either... Should it be rook back or queen takes? I don't think it matters. Will... Really? Okay, I was wrong. I should have thought about this. Now let's look at this. Queen kind of takes away these squares. Your own piece take away these squares. So delivering a check like this, rook to c1, is just checkmate in one. Also, this can't block because it's pinned to the king, which is very important here. Checks, captures, and attacks. I'm looking at this check. Why am I looking? It's deflection. The king can no longer go here, can't go here because its rook is there, has to move over, and then the rook is unguarded and I can take it. There we go. Alright, checks, captures, and attacks. That's what I'm looking for. Love to get rid of this knight. Unfortunately, not going to happen. Why do I feel like there's some sort of famous thing going on here? There is, isn't there? Hypothetically, let's say I go here, sack my queen, check here. Unfortunately, you can go this way. Otherwise, that would be great. Or it would be something to look at. Maybe not great. But this is just a free piece, isn't it? I take, you take, and I take back. Oh, you're going to do that first? That's fine. It's just you simplifying down to a winning endgame. Well, sorry, before I just do the move, this check is promising. Why? You have to block the rook. Then I do this check with my queen. You have to move over because that's your only legal move. I take the rook and that's checkmate. Mate in 3. This knight just looks like it's hanging. Am I missing something? Yes, the queen blocks it. So, let's say I mix up the order. Let's say I take the bishop first. Now the queen would have to take, and I would take the knight. Obviously, you can do something crazy, like danger my levels, but I don't see that happening, so we're just going to snap take. Do I want to take with the knight or with the king? I'm assuming the knight, but yeah, let's just do the knight. Don't even think about it. White to move, checks, captures, attacks. I see this check, that's pretty popular. Forces you over here. And then what? Could I move the queen away? No, because I think you could... Actually, you can't check me. You'd have to take, and that's just kind of bad for you. So that's pretty promising. That wins a queen, but what else can we do? You know what? We're just going to win a queen. Why not? I believe it's still checkmate in a few anyway. White to move, checks, captures, and attacks. I see this check. Forces you over. I see this check. Forces you back. And this is checkmate. So mate in 3, it looks like. Ooh, I see something. I see this pawn push. Why? Let's say you take. I take back. It's defended by the knight and the queen. So you move your bishop back, and I push one more, and it forks your pieces. Or we can just do the fork your pieces first. There we go. This just looks like a Greek gift. I'm probably wrong, but check, bring you out. Check, bring you back. Threatening checkmate. I don't think you can do anything about it. It looks great. I think you have to sack your queen. There we go. Lovely. Okay. My first thought is just to take with the knight. And I'm just going to do that. I'll drop back. Really? Not there? Just Zaptic. It's... There we go. It's probably not there. It's probably here. Alright, white to move. Are we not going to think about this? You know what? Why not? This is just a winning sequence. Nope, I should have taken with the... Yep, that's on me. Oh my, I flubbed it. I should have taken with the knight first. Then if you take back like this, I take back, you take back, and I pin, or some shenanigans like that. I should have done that. Oh my, I flubbed it. I flubbed it. Right, but we do have one more puzzle, a Sudoku variant. Not just a normal Sudoku. This isn't your granny Sudoku. This is a very special thing, I think, to me. So let us get right into it in just a second. Sorry, I had to drink some water. Let's hop into it. Now let me read the rules to you. So in addition to normal Sudoku rules, 1 through 9 in every row, box in 3... Sorry, 1 through 9 in every row, box... Row, column, and 3x3 box. Oh my, I cannot speak. There are 3 additional rules. First of all, the greater than symbol. Greater than indicates which of the adjacent cells has a greater digit of the two. So think of a greater than symbol like you'd see in math. Anti-king. No 2 identical digits can be placed in cells that are king's move away from each other, as in chess. And lastly, sandwich. Sandwich adds a number to columns and/or rows. These numbers indicate the sums of digits between 1 and 9 on the given row column. And I'll give an example. Let's say, what's a good one? Here. These 2 squares cannot contain the same digit. Let's say they're both 2. Which they physically cannot be. Let's say they are. They cannot both contain 2 because of the anti-king rule. They would have to be different digits. That's pretty much the only place they're applicable. But it's a good rule to know. Look at the greater than symbols. This digit has to be greater than this digit. So this digit, let's say, could be 1. This digit could be 9. Actually, it can't be 9 for the next reason. This rule, the sandwich rule, the digits between 1 through 9 in this row have to sum up to 35. Right? Let us begin, and let us begin with this row actually to start. I can say with certainty that this cell is a 9, and that this cell is a 1. Now, let's explain. The first thing we see is the 35. A fun fact, the sum of the consecutive digits 1 to 9 is 45. 1 plus 9 is 45, so we subtract that and we're left with 35. In other words, the digits 2 through 8 sum up to 35. So we know 2 through 8 have to fill here, because that's the sandwich rule. Thus, 1 and 9 are left outside. Another way of thinking of it is like, for example, here's 30. This row says 30. My guess is that this digit is 1. I'm not certain of that. Well, sorry, I am certain that it's wrong because of this digit. But we'll continue. What this 30 means is that there has to be, essentially, instead of thinking of a sandwich, think of everything that's left off the sandwich. What's left off the sandwich is 5, because there's 30 in between the 1 and 9, and the 1 and 9 are additional 10. That makes 40. So there's an additional 5 missing, which has to be on the outside of 1 and 9. Now, originally I was going to say this is 1, and then this would be a 5. However, the 8 clue up here means that this cannot be 1. There has to be a difference of 8, at least, between these. So this can't be 1, and this is a 3, not a 1 or a 9. So these 2 digits have to sum to get 5, because we cannot have a 3 sum to 5. So this digit has to be 2, This is a 1 due to normal Sudoku rules. 9's already in the box. This is a 9. And we can confirm that because look at the 0 rule over there. 0 spaces between 1 and 9. Isn't that lovely? Now look at the 8 clue on this column. We already have 9 here, so 1 has to go somewhere in here probably. Could this be a 6? Yes. Oh wait, this has to be a 6, doesn't it? Because to get to an 8, a sum of 8, without the number 1, you just need 2, 6, or 4, 4. Sorry, 2, 6, or 3, 5. Obviously, 1, 3, 4 is a sum to 8, but you can't use 1 on its own sum. So this is a 6, and this is a 1. And we see a 2 clue here, so that's a 2, and that's a 9. We see a 4 clue here, and look, 1 and 9 are separated by 4. Oh my, oh my. And look at this 0 clue over here on this column. We already have a 1 in this column, and a 9 in this column. Same thing over here, so 1 and 9 both have to go here. One and 9. There we go. We know that. That is great. Now in this, the difference between 1 and 9 has to be 7, so they can't go here. They can't go here because of this rule and because of this and this. So 1 and 9 are somewhere along here. And let's see, can we get 7 outside of just the number 7? We would need 3 and 4, which can't do because of this. We would need 2 and 5, which can't do this, so no. So there's a 1 and 9 separated by 7. So 7 has to go here. Sorry, cancel that. I'm used to like Sudoku pad. So 7 has to go in here somewhere. We know that. Anything that's simple. 2, 1 and 9, there's 2 here. That's the only way we can get 2. So this is 1 and 9. Let me highlight all this. 1, 9. There we go. We have 30 here. Already 5 is out. So this has to be a 1 and 9. 1, 9. Okay. Let's see, what's next? Here, this has to be a 0, so they have to be next to each other. So 1 and 9 can't go here because neither of them can go here. So 1 and 9 had to be along here somewhere. We just don't know. Ooh, actually we do. Look at this 2 here. 1 and 9, 1 and 9. They can't be in here. Which means they can't be here. Which means it has to be these 2 up here. Have to be 1 and 9. Which means this is a 7. This is a 1 and 9. Okay. There we go. We have 1 and 9 in this box, this box, this box, this box. We have 1 in this box. 9 probably... 1, 9 has to go here. This is 1. This is 9. This is 1. Just normal Sudoku stuff right now. This is 9. This is 1. And this is 9, of course. We have 9 in these 3. 9, 9. 9 has to go here. Let's look at here. 9, 9. 9 has to go here. Has to be separated by a 4. This also has to be 1, 9. And let's see where 1 is everywhere else. I believe we're just missing 1 in the middle box. No, we're not. 1, 2, 3 there. Oh, we're missing 1 down here. Lovely. 1 here. This has to be a 9 because there's a 1 adjacent to it. This is a 1. This is a 9. Let's focus on the 16 clue because we have 10, 14. This is a 2. Perfect. Unfortunately, the greater than less thans aren't coming in clutch at the moment, and we aren't really using the anti-king. So let's focus on. Well, let's look at this. 20. So all these digits. Well, sorry, these digits are 20. Add 10 because of the 1 and 9. These digits are 30. So this has to be 15. Right? Without a 1, 3, and 4. Which would mean 2 is here. Let's see. Could we do 6 and 7? It's either 2, 6, 7 or 2, 5... Wait, sorry. 2, 5, 8. Which both work, unfortunately. But we know 2 is in there. Which we also knew from that. Let's see. Let's just click on digits and put them in with normal Sudoku rules. 2 there, 2 there. 2, this has to be greater than 1. And less than something else, but okay. Let's look at the math. 2 has to go here. 2 has to go here. Let's highlight the 2 again. Sorry, this cannot be a 2. And 2 must go here. But 2 can't go here because there are digits that is greater than it's greater than this. So this can't be a 2. This is not a 2. And this is a 2. Lovely. 3, we'll take it nice and slow. 3 has to go here. 3, we'll do this. Put 3 in. 3 has to go in the corners. 3 has to go down here, which means 3 is not in here. That's good. And lastly, in the middle, we will have 3 here and 3 here. Perfect. 4. 4, 4, 4. This is 4. 4, 4. This is 4. This is 4. So this is 4. Lovely. And we have 4 here. But which one of these cannot be a 4? This can't be a 4 because this can't be a 1, 2, or 3. So, wait, I did it backwards. This has to be a 4. Thus, this is a 4. This is a 3. This is a 2. This is a 2. Did we get rid of any 3s or 2s or anything else anywhere? Nope, not that I see. Did we put all our 4s in? 4 there, 4 there, 4 there. Yes, we did. Lovely. Let's work on 5s now. 5s. We have this 5. We know 5 has to go up here because we have 5 somewhere down here in the bottom row. Normal Sudoku shenanigans at the moment. Now, let me just highlight all this. This is where 5 goes. Might as well just lob it in here for now. I'm going to hold off on 5s because there's just a lot of space 5 can go in. Actually, no. Right here there's a 5. Or am I wrong? It's greater than 1. It's greater than 4, but it's less than everything else. So it has to be a 5 here. Thus, we have a 5 here. A 5 here. Because it knocks out this row, knocks out this square. And I feel a bit better, but not good enough. Oh, King's Rule. I forgot about that. That's actually important now. 5 here. 5 here. Let's highlight that. That almost makes sense, except that 5 actually goes here. There we go. I think that's all the 5s we can do right now. Better than I thought we could. Lovely. Now let's move on to 6s. If we have, we do. Oh, actually, 5, that means to make 15, like I said before, we need 15 outs on these 3. We would need 8. So this is 8. We'll get back to that later. We'll go to 6s now. We have just the 1 6. That's not the best, but actually, we know we can put 6 in here. And 6 in here. Because 6 goes in here. But now we can place some 3s. This is 3. This is 3. 3 is still paired there, but now we have 5s here. That knocks out a 5 out from here. And makes this a 5. That's lovely. We're on 6 though. So let's get back to that. This is a 6. Okie dokie. We have a 6 pair there. 6 goes in here, which means that this has to be a 6. And you know what? I insulted the anti-king rule. I kind of forgot it could work like that. I misinterpreted it. I will apologize. I was wrong. The anti-king rule also says that considering 6 has to be here, 6 can't go here. We already knew that because of this 6, but just because if 6 was here, anti-king rule, 6 is here, normal Sudoku rule. 6 in there. Let's see, what else can we do? 6. Lovely, right? No. This is 6. This is 6. 7. We know 7 has to go here. We know 7 has to go here. Again, thanks to the king rule, which I forgot about. 7 here. 7 here. 7 here. 7 here. 7 here. And lastly, 7 here. Which means 5 goes here. 5 is still paired there. That's fine. 8s are next. 8. 8. 8, because again, the king rule here. 8. We can put 5s in. Same with 6. And 3. 6 and 3. This is the last one? It is. Wow. I'm clapping a little bit. That was lovely. That was faster than I thought it would be. Do we have time for one more? I think we might. Just one more. But I'm going to be honest, that was everything I had queued up. So let's hope the dole's updated and I can just snag something from there. Crossing my fingers. To the update. Daily Rings Mini Golfle. Okay. We'll see some. I'll pull them all out. Excuse me. Let's... Daily Rinds. Daily Mystery Cheese. I'm very bad at guessing cheese, but we'll try it. Daily Rinds. Start typing a cheese name. Brie. Brie cheese. Guess. Alright, it's cow milk, it's soft, and it's not aged. Wrong country, wrong color. Cow soft, aged, Swiss? Not aged, I should say. Swiss cheese is not a cheese? Parmesan. Color pale, yellow. It's like American. There's no way it's American. Yeah. We'll do Camembert, because I could not think of anything. I'm very bad at guessing cheeses. We have not gotten the country yet. Is Swiss cheese not a thing? I guess that has a formal name. I guess it has a formal name. I don't really know. Brie, blue. I know blue is... Danish blue, why not? At least we can see if it's Danish. It's not Denmark. Oh my, I'm very bad at guessing cheeses. I just don't know. Parmesan, mozzarella. Mozzarella. We'll try Monterey Jack next. Jack. Monterey Jack. Why not? Limburger from Belgium. Oh, that's... I'm not a cheese guy. I'm sorry. I don't know cheeses, but that seems cool. Any cheese enthusiasts out there? I hope you enjoyed that. Very fun. I'm glad that I was able to play it even though I don't know cheeses at all. And now we can try the next one, Wordsmith. Transform words using clues. We'll go casual. We're casual today. Number 49 family. Whatever. Let's try it out. 4 plus and play to start game. Select your mode. Blah, blah, blah. We did that. Goal of the game is to use up all the clues, but the clues are presented out of order. Your job is to find the clue that gives logical instructions to transform the current word into another word. All your words use American English spelling. In puzzle 1, the first clue that works is this one. Remove above the eyes results in ordinal direction. Deleting the part... okay, we're seeing this example. Deleting the part of the current word meaning above the eyes, brow, results in an ordinal direction SE with being southeast. Type SE into the text box, and the word will transform. Now you're looking for a clue to which to transform. Oh! Oh, that sounds fun, actually. It reminds me of something. Okay. Remove crazy person. Reverse... wait. Clues in no particular order. Remove crazy person. Fam. Amelie. Millie. Reverse chemistry or canine? No. Append. To sway writtenly. Result lucky charm. Remove the last letters. Famine. Append. Action related to terror. Alright, so I'm thinking famine. Remove the last letters to get fammy. Append action related to a tear or fur. N-E. And then result is famine. So let's try that. Famine. Wait, no. It's not famine? Really? Keep, let it happen. Remove the last letter. Famil. Poisoned at top or in contact with. Positioned on top. No. Remove Spider-Man villain in short. No Spider-Man villains there. Remove the middle letter. It's even, so there's no middle letter, but M or I. Anagram the remaining letters. False pretense. Append where you might find Santa a pair of slacks. Keep part of the word. Result horse and buggy occupant. It has to be famine. Famines? Wait. Is it famines plural? Famine. Famished. Famished. S-H-E-D. There we go. Sure, let's hide the on-screen keyboard. Alright. I'm going to take a sip of water. Now let's see. Dennis, remove crazy person. Mish, shed, no clue. Result, chemistry, no. Append to sway writtenly, lucky charm. Famished, no. Keep, let it happen. Remove the last letter. This is interesting. Spider-Man villain. I see Amish. Maybe I'll try something with that. Keep, let it happen. No. I'm very confused. Remove the middle letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No middle letter. But IRS. Pen, Santa, and a pair of slacks. No. Keep part of the word. Horse and Amish. I was right. It is Amish. There we go. Remove the crazy person. No. Append to sway writtenly. To add sway writtenly. Dance. Amish dance. Dance Amish. No. Keep. Let it happen. What do? I don't know what that means. Remove the last letter. A miss. Positioned on top or in contact with. A letter. Message bearer of good tidings. Spider-Man villain, we don't see one. Remove the little letter. A-M-S-H. Sham. Sham is an anagram. There we go. Append where you might... Ghostbuster Man. I don't know. I think exclamation point is definitely ow. Where you might find Santa and a pair of slacks. Not what North. I don't know. North Pole. Spider-Man villain is not there. Let it happen. Move the last letter. Shaman? No. Move crazy person. Reverse remaining letters. Chemistry canine. No clue. I might need a hint on this one. I'm gonna use it. It's probably the keep one. Or maybe the Santa. So let's use a hint. A pen to sway rhythmically. Shamrock. Oh. Alright. Remove Spider-Man villain in short. I think that's Ock. Sham-R. Marsh. Oh my. That works. Remove crazy person. Arsh. Ars? No. Keep let it happen. Remove the last letter. Mars? But use another hint. Ghostbuster. Marshmallow. No, not the. I was thinking of the giant marshmallow from Ghostbusters, but I don't know. Do I need another? I might just need a reveal. I don't know, Ghostbusters. Marshmallow. Oh, that's. I was so close. Oh, Santa at the mall. That makes more sense. I kind of just skipped the clue over. Wow, I feel foolish. Keep let it happen. Remove the last letter. Marshmallow. Message bearer. No. Remove crazy person. Schmallow? Who's the crazy person? Mallow? No, it can't be. We appended that. Marshmallow? I need another hint. Keep let it happen. What means let it happen? Remove the last letter. Let it happen. I'm very confused. Positioned on. What are we removing? What are we keeping? I don't know what that means. The first hint and everything else is a bit too much. Message bearer of good tidings. Balloon. I'm sorry. Let it happen. The last letter. Message bearer of good tidings sometime? I don't get that. Remove crazy person is a loon, so we got BAL, ball. Reverse lab. Oh. That's nice. There we go. That was pretty fun. I do have to say. Some of the clues were beyond me, but it was fun. I really did not get the balloon one. I really didn't. But now we have one more. I hope it's a good one. Because if it's not, we're going to play the Costco. You know, we'll probably play the Costco anyway. We'll play Mini Golfle. This is a weird screen, so let's hop right into it. Let's read. Welcome to Mini Golfle. Aim, shoot, and try to complete the 3 daily levels with the fewest strokes possible. Good luck. I don't know how to play, though. I'm guessing I drag? And I'm assuming it's like a power swing? Let's try this. I'm assuming it's not this. Is it? Let's check. Yeah, it's definitely not. Okay, so it is drawback. We'll keep it gentle for now. Less gentle in here. straight line should just be good. There we go. That's level 1. I think I get the hang of this now. This is a bit tricky. There we go. Full power does not hurt. Ah, 1 away. I think that's 1 below par. So if we go straight down, we bang, straight down, bang, bang. That's not good. So if we go here, bounce off at 90 degrees. So let's try here. Sorry about that. I had to drink some water. Let's see. We're in a bad spot. Let's try there. It's a better spot. Not a fan of that. There we go. A big power shot. That was nice. That was fun. We're still going to do the Cascodal. Because why not? We like the Cascodal. So let's pull that up. Cascodal. And then we will call it a stream. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Ooh. Oh my, that's a... Well, let's see. Naked Juice Green Machine Boosted Smoothie. 64 fluid ounces. That's a lot of fluid ounces. That's a big thing. That's a big thing. I'm guessing 850. I'm guessing 850. Lower than 650? Really? $5.99? Huh. I thought it was more expensive. That's one of the very, like, green, healthier drinks, I think. I think that's what it's marketed as, at least. Usually that means more expensive. And 64 fluid ounces is a lot. Is that... Well... Or maybe I'm misremembering fluid ounces. Yeah, I was thinking that was like a huge jug. Like maybe like a gallon of... Well, how much fluid ounces are in a gallon? I should have thought about that first. Fluid ounces in gallon. That's flow fast, not fluid ounces. FLOZ. FLOZ. So 64 is not even close to a gallon. Okay, so I was very wrong on that. You know what? Let's do one more. Let's do the Pokedoku. We love the Pokedoku. We really do. And we were on a roll, so why not end it? Why not end it? I just really like playing it. Oh my. Today's puzzle is coming up, so let's hop on over. Now, Steel and Mythical. We have, I think Cobalion's not a mythical. I think Cobalion's a legendary, even though Keldo's a mythical. I don't get that. I don't get mythicals. But I think Jirachi. I would be surprised if Jirachi is not a mythical. Jirachi. Is Celebi a mythical? I feel it. I consider all mythicals legendaries, and I'm not sure if that's correct or not. Dual type Steel will go, Dual type Steel. We could go Empoleon. I was going to say we could go Lucario, but Empoleon's probably my favorite Steel type. Probably. Maybe. So let's see this. I love Empoleon. 2.4, really? Shiny. Ooh. Anyway, I digress. We continue. Steel Fairy. Well, that's a rare type combination that I can't think of at the moment. Yeah, that's really strange and bizarre. There's definitely a Steel Fairy type, right? Oh, no, Tinkaton. Right? Tinkatink, Tinkatuff, Tinkaton. I said Tinkaton, we're going to go to Tinkaton. I'm somewhat confident it's Steel and Fairy. It feels Steel and Fairy. I only know it because of the anime. I watched the New Horizons one, whatever it's called. And, of course, Dot has a Tinkatink, or whatever. Granted, I watched the sub, so it had a different name that I was not familiar with. Anyway, I digress. We continue. Mythical Kalos. That would be Deontay? Whoa, is Deontay mythical? Or is it Hoopa? Which one? I think Deontay, it might be Hoopa. I'm not sure. I think they might both be. Let's hope. I'm crossing my fingers. There we go. Kalos and dual type. Chestnut is grass and fighting. I love and respect the starters. They give such easy options to this. So let's get our Chestnut in. Kalos and Fairy. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of the flower one. Flabebe? That's what I'm thinking of. I believe, are you Pure Fairy or are you Fairy Grass? I forget. I believe you're Pure Fairy. Which doesn't make sense to me. You should be at least Fairy Grass. But it doesn't matter. And lastly, Psychic and Mythical. Celebi, I hope you are. Because I cannot think of anyone else. I really don't like the mythical. Mythicals are just legendaries. I don't get it. But anyway, yep, Celebi's there. Dual type and Psychic. Metacham. Psychic and Fighting. Metacham has a Mega, really? That's bizarre to me. That is bizarre to me. Everything has a Mega. To the point where it's not really a gimmick anymore. Wow, dual type, I really rocked it. 3% and less. Psychic and Fairy, that's Gardevoir. I'm very bad with Fairy dual types, but Gardevoir I know by heart. There we go. Let us come back. Let us congratulate ourselves. Small hand clap. And that was pretty fun, pretty simple. Let's see what the other answers were. Did I say Gastrodon? No. I'm confusing myself. Most common was Jirachi. Volcan. Really, that's a mythical. Mythical. Mew is a mythical and not a legendary. Interesting to know. Steelix. What was the? It was dual type. Steel dual type. Okay. Steelix. Greninja. Greninja's a dual type. Wait. Greninja's a dual type? What is it? Water Dark? Really? I thought it was pure water for some reason. And I had Greninja. I played Greninja. Greninja was my starter of choice. So I'm surprised. Gallade for Psychic dual type. Okay. Gardevoir. Sylveon for... Oh yeah, Sylveon was introduced in Kalos, wasn't it? And Tinkaton, of course. Least common. Melmetal Max, Deontay Mega, Deoxys Attack. Deoxys is a mythical? That is bizarre to me. Deoxys is a mythical. Iron Crown for dual type. Pumpkaboo Large for dual type cows. Okay. Calyrex Ice for... I've never seen this. Dual type Psychic. Tinkatink. Carbink for Fairy and cows. Oh yeah, I forgot Carbink's a Fairy type. And Mime Jr. Mime Jr. is a Fairy. Oh, I thought it was just Psychic. I guess they updated that. Well, that's going to do it for today's stream. Thank you all for watching. It always means a lot to me. We got... Oh, wow. It was only an hour and 20 minutes. It felt like longer. Well, I guess it did start pretty late. I did want to just do some puzzles, and we did that. It was definitely slower than usual. I'm not good at crosswords. It's one of the reasons why I like the Mini. The Mini was small, and I could do it in technically a minute, but really 5 minutes. But that's great. The Sudoku was pretty fun. Though I do admit, it sometimes does get grating right at the end, because you're not solving any puzzles, and you're just filling stuff in. To me, sometimes it's like that. But I still had a blast. I love Sudoku. Hopefully I can play more variants, because I think that was fun, and that was pretty quick, I think, for Sudoku. We spent most of our time today on the crossword, which I think was fun, but probably will try to do a shorter version of that in the future, if I do it again in the future. But this was fun, a lot of testing new stuff. Though I did, of course, fall back to my favorites of chess, Pokidoku, and Kasakodal. Wordsmith was actually really, really interesting. I highly recommend it. It's a very clever puzzle game. It reminds me of cryptic crosswords, which is something I love to watch people do, but I can't do myself because I am very bad at crosswords, and even worse at cryptic crosswords. A cryptic crossword is basically, instead of a traditional clue, you get a puzzle clue, and from there you have to determine what the word is. I think it's very fun watching people figure it out. Unfortunately, I am not one of those people who can figure it out. At least not with consistency. Oh my, but that was fun. I love my puzzles. I really do, and I'm glad to do them. Right, I think that is going to do it for today's stream. I already said thank you all for watching. I already wrapped up like that. So let's do the ending spiel. Wait, ending spiel? Oh no, I have to think of an ending spiel now. Please go to sleep at a reasonable hour. I did not last night. I stayed up late doing nefarious things like laundry and cooking chicken. And while the chicken was really good, and the laundry was... It actually came out wet out of the dryer, which really irked me. I just wanted clean, dry clothes, and some of it was still wet. And I sent it back in the dryer, and it was still drying at like 1:30 a.m. It was really annoying. But I did nefarious things such as cooking and cleaning, and that kept me up at night. And then a little bit of Wordle and connections, though I have a confession to make. That connections, maybe I was sleep deprived, maybe I was just bad. That was the worst connections I ever did. Not in terms of what the content is, in terms of my performance, it was terrible. In terms of what the content is, not my favorite. But I just could not get a single thing. I was just randomly guessing at points. I was not close. It was all topics that I'm not familiar on. All things I couldn't piece together. And I admit defeat. Connections, you beat me. I surrender. But when the clock strikes 12, I will try again, and I will defeat it. This is something I promise. So let us get to that time and part our ways now. As always, have a day. I hope it's a good one. See ya.